Good morning. It's 8:34, which is the latest I have gotten up in a very long time. A week and a half? No. I used to wake up at 7 before this. Before 6. So it's been a long time. I don't know if it's been quite a month, but it's been a long time. Anyway, it's 8:30. I actually did wake up naturally at 6, but then I'm like, there's no reason for me to get up this early. I'm going back to bed. Going to get ready in a little bit. I probably am gonna chill in my PJs for a little bit longer. I don't have to leave here until 11:20 probably. So we have a few hours. But first we're gonna make our bed. I don't know how to make this bed exactly. I've never tried. I don't recognize the bedding, but we're gonna try and see if we can make it. Okay, I don't really know. I'm really glad I don't work here because I would have a terrible time with this bed. I'm gonna load up my stuff and then we'll see what we should do first. Right now, I'm currently going to go review the files for Teaching the Teacher's Pet. I updated them one last time because I really wanted to just have confirmation that they were fresh and new for the paperback. So I'm going to review those one last time and then we will approve it and then order the proof copies. So that's kind of scary. Okay, chapter 1 has a header. Great. Does chapter 2? Geez, this is a long chapter. It does. Awesome. We're gonna go on to look at chapter 3. I'm not making that mistake again. That was garbage. See, and people were commenting, they did remember seeing me do that, and I cannot find the vlog anywhere. It is the weirdest thing. Crap, no, there is one thing wrong. One thing I forgot to fix. The freaking dedication page. It's just dedicated to 2. I can't leave it. I was debating about it. Can I leave it? No, I can't. I want to. Fudge. So who should I dedicate this to? I have nobody. I don't even know who I want to dedicate it to. It's not that big of a deal. Who can I dedicate it to? I already dedicated one to my parents, to my high school friends, to my... Who did I dedicate all my other books to? Doesn't... Let's look at that. I don't remember. I honestly don't. Okay, so I know Christmas as We Know It was dedicated to my high school friends. I do remember that because that one just came out. What Are Friends For is dedicated to those who encouraged me to fly. This is very poetic. Okay. Out of My League is dedicated to the one whose timing is always perfect. Okay. Can't Catch a Wrath is dedicated to my parents who are seriously superheroes. That's a little much, but I'm just kidding. They're great. Okay. Two Kinds of Us was dedicated to my readers. You're all massive rock stars. And then If the Room Fits was dedicated to all my fellow ghosts and ghouls. Okay, so why am I having a tough time with this? Oh, I also have to tweak the copyright page because it's not how I normally do mine. Why is this so hard for me this time? I feel like all the good ones are taken. All my fellow ghosts and ghouls. Come on. That's great. Okay, so it is 10:45. Actually, I need a jacket. I'm cold. I better not get any makeup on this sweatshirt or else I will rage. Okay, so it's 10:45. I need to get ready because I need to leave at 11:20, which I'm getting ready early, granted, but I do want to still get ready now. So that's what we're doing. Staying in hotels always makes me feel so independent. Like, I'm in this bathroom, you know, And I'm thinking, man, wouldn't it be so nice if I had a bathroom like this? With like lights in the mirror, and like I don't mind how small the space is. I wish I could just live here. You know, it's so aesthetically pleasing, it's so beautiful, it's comfy. I look ridiculous with my hair pulled back like that. It's fine.
We go to New Jersey, your eyes sing, I'll be worried.
I got highlights this time last April, I think, and they're all the way down here. I don't know if you can really tell. Oh, you can see them right here. They start right here. That's a lot of growth for a year. It's a lot of growth. Oh, you can definitely see them on this side. Now it is 10:57. Let's just go ahead and change. I have jeans on. I was thinking about like putting on like shorts, but this top is so cute. I was thinking about the shorts, but then I'm like, well, what if I get too cold with the shorts? Because what is the temperature outside today? I do not recall. Let's just see. I don't think it's like too warm. It looks pretty cold outside. 72, that's pretty warm. Actually, no, 71. The humidity is 81%. Because if I wore my shorts, I could wear that cardigan I wore yesterday. Let's see what the shorts look like. I think we're gonna go with the shorts. It's not a fashion show, but oh, I was zoomed in. That's funny. Our special guest said that they're going to be running a little bit late, so I think it's only like a few minutes of a drive. I'm trying to decide if I want to like watch some K-drama. We shall see. But you'll see who we meet in a second.
When did we stop loving, babe? When did it all go too far? We don't listen when we talk. We fight fire with fire. It's like we don't know how to talk without the flames getting higher. You hear when I mean, yeah, nothing else in between. Yeah, try to connect without making a scene, but we don't listen when we talk. Don't ask me to leave, 'cause I wanna stay. Don't.
I'm super glad I changed out of the jeans. I would have died. It would have been game over for me. Heat stroke would have gotten me. The humidity would have gotten me. It really is what it is. Okay, to Starbucks.
The flames getting higher. You hear when I mean, yeah, nothing else in between.
So we just finished our day with Trinity. It was so much fun. It's 5 o'clock now. We went to Starbucks. I think it was for like 2 hours that we were at Starbucks for. It was a very long time. We got a lot done. I started working on book 2 again. It feels good to have that done. Trinity queried a little bit. That was so exciting. And then we went to go see Where the Crawdads Sing. I think it's Where. I don't think it's When. We went to go see Where the Crawdads Sing, and that was really good. And we went to go get food, and so I am back from food, very full. Now let's talk about what we're gonna do for the rest of the night. So this is my last night here. I'm only staying 2 nights. Sometimes I stay 3, but tonight was our last night. We have client work to do, but I think for an hour I'm just gonna chill and decompress and watch a little bit of my K-drama. So what I'm doing for book 2 is a little bit kind of hard to explain, mostly because I don't know what I'm doing. But what I did was I wrote down all the changes I wanted to make in my notebook. Is that a stain on the bed? Was beginning to outline by the chapters, but that kind of felt a little bit redundant, especially for the beginning chapters, because nothing really is changing in the beginning chapters. So I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore. I think I'm gonna stop doing that and kind of maybe just go back through and just make changes as I read through it. and because I don't think it's really just feathering my subplots in more efficiently and more clearly, because my book is severely lacking subplots. Book 2 is lacking subplots, or I have the grounds for the subplots, but I just don't know how to implement them, or I didn't know how to implement them. So like there's snippets here and there, but it's like not fully fleshed out, and so it doesn't really make sense. So it feels like a plot hole. So really it's just going back through, making character motivations more like clear and stuff like that. And I think that the easiest way to fix that is to go edit as you go rather than outline every chapter, because the whole main contents of the chapter are staying the same, but it's just tweaking the responses, the facial expressions, and the internal kind of debates that are happening in that scene. Does that make sense? So I was starting to outline chapter by chapter, and then I'm like, I don't think this is what I want to do. I'm not going to do that anymore, I don't think. I also think that I am done leaving the hotel room for the evening unless I get food, order food, but I don't even know what I would have because we just had Texas Roadhouse. I guess we will just chill until I do get hungry and then decide. I think I'm just gonna watch one episode of my K-drama, start on client work, finish that client work. It's not very long. I hope you guys are enjoying this vlog so far. If you are, hit that like button. Trinity, thank you so much for meeting with me this weekend. It was so fun. It's always fun to meet other writers like in person. And I met Trinity back in March. So, okay. I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Update, I'm just gonna go home. It's like it's 8:45. There's supposed to be like a big storm tomorrow, and I don't really want to drive in a big storm. And for some reason they couldn't extend my hotel stay one extra day, so I'm just gonna go home. So I'm all packed up and we're gonna leave. So I realized yesterday I never updated you guys on where we left off with this book. We left off at chapter 14. We have 35,494 words, 122 pages, and this is about halfway through the deadline. So, no, halfway through the outlined chapters that I have for this book. So, that's really good. That's really, really good. That's a lot more than I was like thinking I would get. 35,000 words, that's about 70,000 words if that's not really that messy, but just ignore it anyway. Compared to the other book, it's not a ton, but I'm still really happy with the progress, and I'm excited to see if it will be 70,000 or if it will go a little bit over. This last chapter took me it was pretty long. Chapter 13 was about 15 pages, so usually I like to aim for around 10 double-spaced pages. I don't know why. It's just been a thing for me that I've always and it is really consistent about how long typically it is. Sometimes it's 11, 12, sometimes it's 9, but like 10 is my good spot. But that's where we left off with book 3. I am home. Also, sadly, I was very upset, but probably just for the best to be home. What did I just say? That's a wrap on book 3 for right now. We're starting back into book 2, and I'm going to work on it today. I'm going to start on it today. Like I said, I redid the outline, or I attempted to, but I did write down like the changes I wanted to make, and I think it just will work better if I go through it that way. I haven't reread it since. I probably just should sit down and reread it, but Trinity and I were talking about this yesterday. I try to limit the amount of times I do reread my drafts, just because I absolutely hate getting to that stage where you've reread it so many times that you hate looking at it. It's one of my least favorite stages, because along with that comes crippling self-doubt and like, oh, if I hate it, other people will too, when in reality, I just read it so many times, so it makes sense that you're kind of sick of something. So I really try to avoid that and limit the amount of times I do a full read-through. So I'm trying to hold off on doing that, so we shall see. Usually I don't do a full read-through, like without editing, until copy edits. I don't know how much we'll get done today. I did tell myself to be hands off with book 3. I closed out the document, but I'm going to open it back up because I want to save it to my OneDrive. I was thinking about that the other day. Like, I had this, like, fear. I'm like, well, what if somebody breaks into my car and steals my computer? What if I get into a car crash, my computer dies? I did not save this story anywhere else but my computer. And I'm like, that is such a dumb idea. When have I ever been so dumb? Usually I always save it to my OneDrive, to my online locations, but I did not that time, and I very much so was freaking out. Okay, it is saved. No client work today, so we're just gonna work on book 2. Let's go. I've already had my coffee. It's 12 o'clock. My sleep schedule has absolutely been thrown out the window. I woke up at 8 today. We went and got breakfast, and I came home and laid back down for 2 more hours. So, love that for me.